Live with intention. Prelude, the power of intentional living. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, living with intention offers a beacon of clarity and purpose. At its core, intentional living is about making conscious choices that resonate with your deepest values and aspirations. It's a commitment to moving through life with awareness and purpose, rather than being swept along by the currents of circumstance. Imagine waking up each day with a clear sense of direction, knowing that your actions and decisions are leading you towards a life that truly reflects who you are and what you value most. This is the essence of intentional living. It is not just about setting goals but about aligning every aspect of your life with your core principles and dreams. When you live intentionally, you create a life that is uniquely yours, one that brings fulfillment and joy. The benefits of intentional living are profound. It brings a heightened sense of awareness and mindfulness to your daily activities, making even the simplest tasks meaningful. It fosters resilience and strength, as you are guided by a clear understanding of your purpose. Moreover, it cultivates a deep sense of satisfaction and peace, knowing that you are living in harmony with your true self. This journey towards intentional living begins with reflection. Take a moment to consider your current life patterns. Are your daily actions aligned with your values? Are you making choices that lead you toward your long-term goals, or are you merely reacting to the demands of the moment? This prelude invites you to pause and reflect on these questions, to recognize the areas where you might be living on autopilot, and to open your mind to the possibility of a more intentional way of being. As we embark on this journey together, this book will provide you with the tools and insights needed to embrace intentional living fully. You will discover how to set meaningful goals, cultivate supportive habits, and build relationships that reflect your values. By the end of our journey, you will be equipped to live each day with purpose and intention, creating a life that is not only successful but deeply fulfilling. Welcome to a transformative journey. Let's begin the adventure of living with intention. Chapter 1, The Foundation of Intentional Living. Understanding the foundation of intentional living begins with recognizing the impact of our everyday decisions. Each choice we make, no matter how small, contributes to the overall quality and direction of our lives. Living with intention means consciously making decisions that align with our deepest values and long-term goals, rather than simply reacting to the circumstances around us. Intentional living is about cultivating awareness and purpose in our daily actions. It's about asking ourselves not just what we are doing, but why we are doing it. This chapter will introduce you to the concept of intentionality, highlighting its significance and explaining why it is essential for a fulfilling life. We will explore the core principles that underpin intentional living and discuss the critical role self-awareness plays in this journey. By understanding the foundation of intentional living, you can begin to transform your life from one of mere existence to one of deliberate, meaningful action. This chapter sets the stage for a deeper exploration of how intentionality can be woven into various aspects of your life, guiding you towards a path of greater fulfillment and purpose. Let's embark on this journey of discovering what it truly means to live with intention, starting with a clear understanding of its foundational principles and the role self-awareness plays in making conscious, value-driven choices. Understanding intentional living, a clear definition. Living with intention means making deliberate choices that align with your core values and long-term goals. It involves a proactive approach to life, where you are actively shaping your path rather than just responding to events as they happen. In contrast, living reactively means that your actions and decisions are driven primarily by external circumstances. You might find yourself constantly putting out fires, reacting to situations as they arise without a clear sense of direction. This reactive approach often leads to feelings of being overwhelmed, unfulfilled, and disconnected from your true desires and aspirations. Intentional living shifts this dynamic by placing you in the driver's seat of your life. It starts with a clear understanding of your values, the principles and beliefs that are most important to you. When you know what you value, you can make choices that reflect these priorities, leading to a more cohesive and satisfying life. Consider the difference between someone who lives intentionally and someone who lives reactively. The intentional individual wakes up each day with a plan, guided by their goals and values. They make decisions based on what will bring them closer to their desired future. The reactive individual, however, often feels at the mercy of their environment, making choices based on immediate needs or pressures, without a clear long-term vision. Living with intention doesn't mean you won't encounter challenges or unexpected events. However, it does mean that you will be better equipped to handle these situations because you have a strong foundation of values and goals to guide you. By choosing to live intentionally, you are committing to a path of greater awareness, purpose, and fulfillment. The role of self-awareness, the key to conscious living. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of intentional living. It involves a deep understanding of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and how they influence your life. By cultivating self-awareness, you can identify patterns in your actions and make more informed, deliberate choices. Self-awareness starts with introspection. Taking time to reflect on your experiences, reactions, and decisions helps you understand why you do what you do. This reflection can reveal habits and routines that may be holding you back or misaligned with your values and goals. For example, you might notice that you often feel stressed and overwhelmed. By examining these feelings, you may discover that they are linked to overcommitting to activities that don't truly matter to you. With this awareness, you can choose to prioritize tasks and activities that align more closely with your values, reducing stress and increasing satisfaction. Another aspect of self-awareness is recognizing your strengths and weaknesses. Understanding what you excel at and where you need improvement allows you to make choices that leverage your strengths and address your weaknesses. This proactive approach not only enhances your personal growth but also leads to more fulfilling and successful outcomes. Furthermore, self-awareness enables you to respond rather than react. When you are aware of your triggers and emotional responses, you can pause and choose how to respond in a way that aligns with your values. This conscious response can lead to healthier relationships and more positive interactions. In summary, self-awareness is vital for intentional living. It helps you recognize patterns, understand your motivations, and make conscious choices that align with your values and goals. By fostering self-awareness, you lay the groundwork for a more intentional and fulfilling life. Aligning actions with values, creating a cohesive life. Aligning your actions with your values is a fundamental aspect of living intentionally. This alignment ensures that your daily activities and long-term goals are harmonious and meaningful. Understanding your personal values and integrating them into your daily life leads to greater fulfillment and a sense of purpose. Identifying personal values. The first step in aligning your actions with your values is to identify what truly matters to you. Personal values are the guiding principles that influence your decisions and behavior. These can include honesty, integrity, family, health, creativity, and more. Reflect on moments in your life when you felt most fulfilled and content. What values were you honoring during those times? Consider creating a list of your top values. This exercise can provide clarity and focus, helping you recognize which values are non-negotiable in your life. Remember, your values are unique to you, and understanding them is crucial for intentional living. Evaluating daily actions. Once you have identified your values, the next step is to evaluate your daily actions. Take a close look at how you spend your time and energy. Are your actions consistent with your values? For instance, if health is a top value, but you find yourself neglecting exercise and eating poorly, there's a disconnect that needs addressing. Create a journal or use a tracking app to monitor your activities and reflect on how they align with your values. This practice can reveal areas where you might be compromising your values and guide you toward making necessary adjustments. Making intentional choices. Aligning your actions with your values requires making conscious choices. Each decision, no matter how small, should reflect what is important to you. For example, if one of your core values is family, prioritize spending quality time with your loved ones, even if it means saying no to other commitments. Set boundaries to protect your values. This might involve turning down opportunities that don't align with your principles or adjusting your schedule to make time for activities that honor your values. Remember, every action you take is a step towards building a life that truly reflects who you are. Living in alignment. Living in alignment with your values is an ongoing process. It requires continuous self-reflection and adjustment. As you grow and evolve, your values might shift, and it's essential to reassess and realign your actions accordingly. This dynamic process ensures that your life remains cohesive and true to your authentic self. In summary, aligning your actions with your values is crucial for intentional living. By identifying what matters most to you, evaluating your daily actions, and making conscious choices, you create a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. This alignment not only brings a sense of purpose but also enhances your overall well-being, paving the way for a truly intentional life. Aligning actions with values, crafting a life of purpose. Aligning your actions with your values is a fundamental aspect of living intentionally. This alignment ensures that your daily activities and long-term goals are harmonious and meaningful. Understanding your personal values and integrating them into your daily life leads to greater fulfillment and a sense of purpose. Identifying personal values. The first step in aligning your actions with your values is to identify what truly matters to you. Personal values are the guiding principles that influence your decisions and behavior. These can include honesty, integrity, family, health, creativity, and more. Reflect on moments in your life when you felt most fulfilled and content. What values were you honoring during those times? Consider creating a list of your top values. This exercise can provide clarity and focus, helping you recognize which values are non-negotiable in your life. Remember, your values are unique to you, and understanding them is crucial for intentional living. Evaluating daily actions. Once you have identified your values, the next step is to evaluate your daily actions. Take a close look at how you spend your time and energy. Are your actions consistent with your values? For instance, if health is a top value, but you find yourself neglecting exercise and eating poorly, there's a disconnect that needs addressing. Create a journal or use a tracking app to monitor your activities and reflect on how they align with your values. This practice can reveal areas where you might be compromising your values and guide you toward making necessary adjustments. Making intentional choices. Aligning your actions with your values requires making conscious choices. Each decision, no matter how small, should reflect what is important to you. For example, if one of your core values is family, prioritize spending quality time with your loved ones, even if it means saying no to other commitments. Set boundaries to protect your values. This might involve turning down opportunities that don't align with your principles or adjusting your schedule to make time for activities that honor your values. Remember, every action you take is a step towards building a life that truly reflects who you are. Living in alignment. Living in alignment with your values is an ongoing process. It requires continuous self-reflection and adjustment. As you grow and evolve, your values might shift, and it's essential to reassess and realign your actions accordingly. This dynamic process ensures that your life remains cohesive and true to your authentic self. In summary, aligning your actions with your values is crucial for intentional living. By identifying what matters most to you, evaluating your daily actions, and making conscious choices, you create a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. This alignment not only brings a sense of purpose but also enhances your overall well-being, paving the way for a truly intentional life. Building a strong foundation, the path forward. As we conclude this foundational chapter on intentional living, it's clear that understanding and embracing intentionality is crucial for a fulfilling life. By defining what it means to live with intention, we distinguish it from a reactive existence, paving the way for more deliberate and meaningful actions. Self-awareness serves as a critical component in this journey. Recognizing patterns in our behavior and understanding our motivations enable us to make conscious, informed choices. This heightened awareness helps us to break free from automatic responses and align our actions with our true values. Aligning our actions with our values ensures that every decision we make contributes to a cohesive and purposeful life. When our daily activities reflect what we truly care about, we experience a deeper sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. With a strong foundation in place, we are now prepared to explore specific areas where intentionality can be applied. In the following chapters, we will dive into intentional goal setting, cultivating purposeful habits, and building meaningful relationships. Each of these areas offers opportunities to live more intentionally and create a life that is rich with purpose and fulfillment. Let's carry forward the insights gained from this chapter and use them as guiding principles as we continue our journey toward a more intentional and rewarding life. Chapter 2: Intentional Goal Setting. Intentional goal setting is about more than just ticking off milestones or achieving benchmarks. It's about crafting goals that resonate deeply with your values and contribute to your personal growth and fulfillment. When goals are set with intention, they become powerful tools that guide your actions and decisions, leading to a more purposeful and satisfying life. Setting goals intentionally means that each goal is not only ambitious but also meaningful. It's about ensuring that your goals are aligned with your long-term vision and values, so they enhance your life in a holistic way. This approach helps you focus on what truly matters and fosters a sense of direction and clarity. In this chapter, we will explore the principles of intentional goal setting. We will revisit the SMART criteria, a widely used framework for goal setting, and discuss how to apply it with intentionality. We will also examine the importance of aligning your goals with your personal values, ensuring that your efforts are both ambitious and purposeful. Lastly, we will look at how creating a vision board can serve as a powerful visual tool to keep you motivated and on track towards your intentional goals. By the end of this chapter, you will have a comprehensive understanding of how to set goals that are not only achievable but also deeply meaningful. This will set the stage for the next chapter, where we will explore how to maintain intentional habits and routines that support your goals and overall well-being. SMART Goals Revisited: Applying Intentionality. Setting goals is a common practice, but ensuring they are intentional requires a thoughtful approach. The SMART criteria, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, provide a robust framework for crafting effective goals. When applied with intentionality, this method can transform your aspirations into clear, actionable plans that drive meaningful progress. Specific. An intentional goal must be clear and well-defined. Rather than a vague objective like, get healthier, specify what you aim to achieve. For example, exercise for 30 minutes, 5 times a week, or eat 5 servings of vegetables daily. Being specific helps you understand exactly what steps to take, making your goal more tangible and easier to pursue. Measurable. Measurement is crucial for tracking progress and maintaining motivation. When setting an intentional goal, include criteria to gauge your success. Instead of saying, improve my skills, choose a measurable outcome like, complete a certification course in project management by December. This allows you to assess your progress and make adjustments as needed. Achievable. While ambition is important, your goals should be realistic and attainable within your current resources and constraints. Intentional goals balance challenge with practicality. For instance, if you aim to run a marathon but have never jogged before, start with a more attainable goal like run a 5K within 3 months, building up to the marathon over time. Relevant. Ensure that your goals align with your broader values and long-term vision. Relevance is key to intentional goal setting. Ask yourself if the goal supports your personal or professional aspirations. For example, if one of your core values is family, a relevant goal might be spend an hour of quality time with family members each evening, reinforcing the importance of family in your daily life. Time-bound. Setting a deadline creates a sense of urgency and helps prioritize your efforts. An intentional goal includes a clear timeframe, motivating you to stay focused and dedicated. Instead of an open-ended goal like learn a new language, specify achieve conversational fluency in Spanish within 6 months. This time constraint encourages consistent progress and keeps you accountable. By revisiting the SMART criteria through the lens of intentionality, you ensure that your goals are not only structured and achievable but also deeply meaningful and aligned with your values. This approach transforms goal setting from a routine task into a purposeful practice that enhances your personal growth and fulfillment. Supercharging your SMART goals. To supercharge your SMART goals, you need to break them down into actionable tasks. One of the best resources to guide you through this process is the book, The 12-Week Year. You can listen to this audiobook for free on Better Life Library, link in the description. Overview of The 12-Week Year. The 12-Week Year, by Brian P. Moran and Michael Lennington, introduces a powerful approach to goal setting and execution by redefining the annual planning cycle into 12-week segments. Here are the main points. 1. Focus on short-term goals. Instead of annual goals, set 12-week goals. This shorter time frame creates a sense of urgency and encourages more immediate action. 2. Weekly planning. Break down your 12-week goals into weekly tasks. This ensures that every week you are making tangible progress towards your goals. 3. Daily execution. Identify daily actions that directly contribute to your weekly tasks. Consistent daily execution is key to achieving your goals. 4. Accountability. Implement a system of accountability to keep yourself on track. Regular reviews of your progress can help you adjust and stay focused. 5. Measure progress. Continuously measure your progress and make adjustments as needed. This helps you stay aligned with your goals and make necessary course corrections. By integrating the principles of the 12-week year with your SMART goals, you create a dynamic and actionable plan that enhances your ability to achieve meaningful outcomes. This approach transforms goal setting from a routine task into a purposeful practice that boosts your personal growth and fulfillment. Aligning goals with values, ensuring true fulfillment. Setting goals that are ambitious is important, but ensuring that these goals align with your personal values and life purpose is what brings true fulfillment. When your goals reflect your deepest beliefs and aspirations, they not only become more meaningful but also more motivating and achievable. Understanding your values. Before you can align your goals with your values, you need to clearly understand what your values are. Values are the core principles and standards that guide your behavior and decisions. They are what matter most to you and define who you are at your core. To identify your values, reflect on moments when you felt most alive and fulfilled. What was important to you during those times? Create a list of these guiding principles. Connecting goals to values. Once you have a clear sense of your values, the next step is to connect your goals to these values. This connection ensures that your goals are not only ambitious but also deeply meaningful. For instance, if one of your core values is health, then setting a goal to run a marathon aligns well with this value. If family is a top priority, a goal might be to spend more quality time with your loved ones. Filtering your goals. To ensure your goals align with your values, use them as a filter when setting and reviewing your goals. Ask yourself, does this goal reflect what is truly important to me? Will achieving this goal bring me closer to living my values? Is this goal contributing to my long-term vision of a fulfilling life? For example, if one of your values is creativity, a goal to complete a creative project or learn a new artistic skill would align well. On the other hand, if a potential goal does not support or resonate with your core values, it may not be worth pursuing. Making values-driven decisions. Incorporating your values into your decision-making process helps ensure that your actions are consistent with your goals. This alignment between your values and goals creates a cohesive and purposeful path forward. When faced with choices, consider how each option aligns with your values and contributes to your goals. This approach helps you stay true to yourself and maintain integrity in your pursuit of success. Regular reflection and adjustment. As you progress towards your goals, regularly reflect on whether they continue to align with your values. Life is dynamic, and your values may evolve over time. It's important to reassess and adjust your goals accordingly to ensure ongoing alignment. This practice keeps your goals relevant and meaningful, fostering continuous personal growth and fulfillment. By aligning your goals with your values, you create a powerful synergy that propels you toward a life of purpose and satisfaction. This intentional alignment not only enhances your motivation but also ensures that the journey towards achieving your goals is enriching and deeply rewarding. Creating a vision board, visualizing your path to success. A vision board is a powerful tool that helps you visualize your goals and stay motivated on your journey towards achieving them. By creating a visual representation of your aspirations, you can keep your intentions clear and present in your daily life. Why use a vision board? Vision boards serve as a constant reminder of what you are working towards. They help clarify your goals and keep you focused on your desired outcomes. By regularly seeing your goals depicted in images and words, you reinforce your commitment and motivation to achieve them. How to create an effective vision board. 1. Gather supplies. Start with a blank board or a large piece of paper. Gather magazines, photos, printouts, and any other materials that inspire you. You'll also need scissors, glue, and markers. 2. Identify your goals. Reflect on your goals and values. What do you want to achieve in the short term and long term? What images or words best represent these goals? Make a list of these key elements. 3. Select inspiring images and words. Look for pictures, quotes, and words that resonate with your goals and values. Choose items that evoke strong, positive emotions and represent your aspirations vividly. 4. Arrange and create. Arrange the images and words on your board in a way that feels right to you. There's no wrong way to do this. It's about creating a visual representation that inspires and motivates you. Once you're satisfied with the arrangement, glue everything in place. 5. Personalize your board. Add personal touches such as your own drawings, notes, or affirmations. The more personalized your vision board, the more powerful it will be. Using your vision board. 1. Display it prominently. Place your vision board somewhere you will see it every day. This could be in your bedroom, office, or any space where you spend a lot of time. Regular exposure to your vision board keeps your goals top of mind. 2. Reflect and adjust. Spend a few minutes each day looking at your vision board and reflecting on your progress. Use it as a tool for daily motivation and affirmation. As your goals evolve, don't hesitate to update your vision board to reflect new aspirations and milestones. 3. Visualize success. Take time to visualize yourself achieving the goals depicted on your board. Imagine the feelings of success, fulfillment, and joy that will come with accomplishing your goals. This mental practice can enhance your motivation and commitment. A vision board is more than just a collage of pictures. It's a dynamic tool that keeps you connected to your goals and values. By creating and regularly interacting with your vision board, you harness the power of visualization to propel yourself toward your intentional goals. This practice not only boosts your motivation but also reinforces your path to personal growth and fulfillment. Wrapping up, setting the stage for success. Intentional goal setting is a transformative process that goes beyond merely achieving milestones. By setting goals that are deeply aligned with your values and long-term vision, you create a roadmap for a fulfilling and purposeful life. We began this chapter by revisiting the SMART criteria, emphasizing the importance of making goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This structured approach ensures that your goals are clear, realistic, and trackable, setting you up for success. Next, we explored the crucial step of aligning your goals with your personal values and life purpose. When your goals reflect what truly matters to you, they become more meaningful and motivating. This alignment ensures that your efforts lead to genuine fulfillment and growth. Finally, we discussed the power of vision boards as a tool to visualize and stay motivated towards your intentional goals. By creating a visual representation of your aspirations, you reinforce your commitment and keep your goals at the forefront of your mind. As we transition to the next chapter, we will explore how to maintain intentional habits and routines that support your goals. Building and sustaining these habits is essential for continuous progress and long-term success. With a solid foundation in intentional goal setting, you are now ready to move forward with clarity and purpose, confident in your ability to achieve a life that is truly aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. Chapter 3: Cultivating Intentional Habits. Habits play a pivotal role in shaping our lives, often operating below the level of conscious awareness. These automatic behaviors can either support or hinder our progress toward our goals. By cultivating intentional habits, we can align our daily actions with our values and aspirations, creating a life that consistently reflects what matters most to us. Intentional habits are those that are deliberately chosen and consistently practiced to support our goals and values. They serve as the building blocks for a purposeful and fulfilling life. Unlike habits that are formed unconsciously, intentional habits require a conscious effort to establish and maintain. However, once they become ingrained, they can significantly enhance our ability to live in alignment with our deepest values. In this chapter, we will explore the process of identifying key habits that are essential for intentional living. We will examine the habit loop, a powerful framework for understanding and modifying habits, and learn how to use it to develop new, positive behaviors. Additionally, we will discuss the role of mindfulness in habit formation, providing techniques to increase awareness of existing habits and make deliberate changes. By the end of this chapter, you will have the tools and strategies needed to cultivate intentional habits that support your goals and values. These habits will not only help you achieve your aspirations but also ensure that your daily actions are consistently aligned with your true self. Identifying key habits, building blocks of intentional living. To live intentionally and achieve your goals, it is crucial to identify and establish key habits that support your aspirations and values. These habits act as the building blocks of your daily life, guiding your actions and decisions in a way that aligns with your long-term vision. Reflect on your goals and values. The first step in identifying key habits is to reflect on your goals and values. What are you aiming to achieve? What principles are most important to you? By understanding your goals and values, you can determine which habits will help you stay on track and maintain alignment with your intentions. Analyze your current habits. Take a close look at your current habits. Which ones are serving you well, and which ones are holding you back? For instance, if one of your goals is to improve your health, assess your eating and exercise habits. Identifying both positive and negative patterns in your behavior will help you understand where changes are needed. Prioritize high-impact habits. Not all habits have the same impact. Focus on high-impact habits that can significantly contribute to your goals. For example, if your goal is to enhance your productivity, developing a habit of prioritizing tasks and managing your time efficiently will have a profound effect. Identify habits that will create a strong foundation for your success. Set clear and actionable habits. Once you have identified the key habits, ensure they are clear and actionable. Instead of vague habits like, be more productive, specify actions such as, plan my day every morning or limit social media use to 30 minutes per day. Clear, actionable habits are easier to integrate into your daily routine. Start small and build gradually. When adopting new habits, start small and build gradually. This approach increases the likelihood of long-term success. For example, if you want to develop a reading habit, begin with reading for 10 minutes each day and gradually increase the duration as the habit becomes more ingrained. Track your progress. Tracking your progress helps reinforce positive behavior and keeps you accountable. Use a journal, an app, or a habit tracker to monitor your adherence to new habits. Regularly review your progress and celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Adjust as needed. As you progress, be open to adjusting your habits. Life is dynamic, and your goals and circumstances may change. Periodically reassess your habits to ensure they remain aligned with your current values and objectives. By identifying and cultivating key habits, you create a strong foundation for intentional living. These habits will support your journey towards achieving your goals and ensure that your daily actions reflect your deepest values and aspirations. The habit loop, transforming your daily routines. Understanding the habit loop is essential for developing new, positive habits that support intentional living. The habit loop consists of 3 key components: cue, routine, and reward. By mastering this loop, you can effectively modify existing habits or create new ones that align with your goals and values. Cue, the trigger. The cue is the trigger that initiates the habit. It can be anything from a specific time of day to an emotional state or an environmental factor. Identifying the cues that trigger your habits is the first step toward transforming them. For example, if your goal is to develop a habit of exercising, you might choose a consistent cue such as waking up in the morning or returning home from work. Routine, the behavior. The routine is the actual behavior or action that follows the cue. This is the habit itself. To develop a new habit, replace an old routine with a new one that better aligns with your goals. If your current routine involves watching TV after dinner, you could replace it with a more intentional activity, like reading or going for a walk. The key is to make the new routine as easy and appealing as possible to ensure it becomes a regular part of your life. Reward, the benefit. The reward is the benefit or pleasure you get from completing the routine. It reinforces the habit loop, making it more likely that you will repeat the behavior. Choose rewards that are meaningful and enjoyable to reinforce your new habits. For instance, after completing a workout, reward yourself with a relaxing shower or a healthy smoothie. The reward should be immediate and satisfying, creating a positive association with the new routine. Modifying the habit loop. To change an existing habit, start by identifying the cue and reward associated with it. Then, modify the routine that follows the cue. For example, if you have a habit of snacking on unhealthy foods when you feel stressed, cue, replace the routine of eating junk food with a healthier alternative, such as meditating or taking a walk. Ensure the new routine provides a similar or even better reward to make the transition smoother. Creating new habits. When creating new habits, establish a clear cue, routine, and reward system. Begin with small, manageable changes that are easy to incorporate into your daily life. Consistency is key, so make sure to repeat the new habit loop regularly until it becomes automatic. Example, building a reading habit. 1. Cue, set a specific time for reading each day, such as right before bed. 2. Routine, read for 15 to 20 minutes. 3. Reward, enjoy a cup of herbal tea or listen to calming music after reading. By understanding and leveraging the habit loop, you can transform your daily routines and develop positive habits that support your intentional living goals. This approach not only makes habit formation more manageable but also ensures lasting change and personal growth. Mindfulness and habit formation, cultivating awareness for positive change. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for becoming aware of your existing habits and making deliberate changes. By practicing mindfulness, you can observe your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment, allowing you to identify habits that do not serve your goals and values. This heightened awareness is the first step towards creating intentional habits that align with your desired lifestyle. Practicing mindfulness. Start by incorporating mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Techniques such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, and mindful observation can help you become more present and aware of your actions. Set aside a few minutes each day to focus on your breath and observe your thoughts without reacting to them. This practice can enhance your ability to notice habits as they occur. Identifying habit triggers. Mindfulness helps you identify the triggers that lead to automatic behaviors. Pay attention to the cues that prompt your habits. These cues can be emotional states, specific times of day, or environmental factors. By recognizing these triggers, you can gain control over the automatic routines they initiate. Mindful reflection. Reflect on your habits by journaling or simply taking a few moments each day to consider your actions. Ask yourself questions such as, what triggered this behavior? How did I feel before, during, and after the habit? Does this habit align with my goals and values? This reflection helps you understand the underlying reasons for your habits and evaluate their impact on your life. Making deliberate changes. Once you are aware of your habits and their triggers, you can start making deliberate changes. Use mindfulness to stay present and intentional when modifying your routines. For example, if you notice that you reach for unhealthy snacks when stressed, use mindfulness techniques to pause and consider healthier alternatives. By being present in the moment, you can make conscious choices that support your goals. Creating mindful habits. Incorporate mindfulness into the formation of new habits. Set clear intentions for the habits you want to develop and use mindfulness to stay focused on these intentions. When practicing new routines, such as exercising or practicing gratitude, stay aware of the sensations and feelings associated with these activities. This mindful approach reinforces positive behaviors and helps them become ingrained habits. Maintaining consistency. Consistency is key to habit formation. Use mindfulness to stay committed to your new habits. If you find yourself slipping back into old patterns, approach the situation with self-compassion and curiosity rather than judgment. Reflect on what caused the slip and how you can adjust to stay on track. By using mindfulness techniques to become aware of existing habits and make deliberate changes, you can cultivate habits that align with your values and goals. This intentional approach to habit formation not only supports your personal growth but also enhances your overall well-being and fulfillment. Conclusion: the lasting impact of intentional habits. As we wrap up this chapter on cultivating intentional habits, it's clear that the habits we choose to nurture have a profound impact on our lives. By focusing on habits that support our goals and values, we can create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. Throughout this chapter, we've explored the process of identifying key habits that are essential for intentional living. By understanding the habit loop and using it to modify or develop new routines, we can effectively shape our behaviors in ways that align with our aspirations. Additionally, incorporating mindfulness into habit formation allows us to be present and make deliberate changes that enhance our well-being. Intentional habits are the foundation of a purposeful life. They provide the structure and consistency needed to achieve our goals while ensuring that our daily actions reflect our true values. By cultivating these habits, we set ourselves on a path of continuous growth and improvement. As we move forward to the next chapter, we will explore the importance of building intentional relationships. Just as our habits shape our personal lives, the relationships we foster have a significant impact on our journey toward intentional living. Let's continue this journey with a focus on creating meaningful connections that support and enrich our lives. Chapter 4: Building Intentional Relationships. Intentional relationships are the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. These relationships, nurtured with care and purpose, significantly contribute to our overall well-being and personal growth. Unlike superficial connections, intentional relationships are built on a foundation of mutual respect, shared values, and genuine support. In this chapter, we will explore the significance of cultivating intentional relationships and provide practical strategies for fostering connections that truly matter. By focusing on the quality of our relationships rather than the quantity, we can create a network of support that aligns with our values and enhances our journey towards intentional living. We will begin by evaluating our current relationships to determine if they align with our goals and values. This reflection helps us understand which relationships are worth investing in and which may need re-evaluation. Next, we will discuss the importance of effective communication and setting healthy boundaries to maintain these relationships. Good communication and clear boundaries are essential for fostering trust and respect. Finally, we will focus on investing in quality connections. Building deep, meaningful relationships requires time, effort, and a willingness to be vulnerable. By prioritizing these connections, we can create a supportive and enriching social environment. Through intentional relationships, we can experience greater emotional support, personal growth, and a deeper sense of connection. As we proceed, let's discover how to build and maintain relationships that are truly aligned with our values and aspirations. Evaluating current relationships, aligning connections with your values. To build intentional relationships, it's essential to start by evaluating your existing connections. Reflecting on your current relationships allows you to assess whether they support your values and goals or if they may be hindering your progress. This process of evaluation is crucial for fostering meaningful and supportive relationships that align with your true self. Reflect on your values and goals. Begin by clarifying your core values and long-term goals. What principles guide your life? What are your aspirations? Having a clear understanding of your values and goals serves as a benchmark for evaluating your relationships. It helps you determine which connections are in harmony with your intentions and which ones may need reassessment. Assess the quality of your relationships. Consider the following aspects when evaluating your relationships. 1. Mutual support. Do your relationships provide mutual support and encouragement? Are you and the other person both invested in each other's growth and well-being? Intentional relationships are characterized by a balance of give and take, where both parties feel valued and supported. 2. Shared values. Reflect on whether the people in your life share or respect your core values. While it's not necessary for everyone to have the same values, alignment or mutual respect for each other's principles is vital for a harmonious relationship. 3. Emotional impact. Analyze the emotional impact of your relationships. Do they leave you feeling uplifted and positive, or do they drain your energy and contribute to stress? Prioritize relationships that enhance your emotional well-being and reduce those that consistently cause negativity. 4. Growth and inspiration. Are your relationships fostering personal growth and inspiration? Intentional relationships should challenge you to become a better person and encourage you to pursue your goals. If a relationship is stagnant or discouraging your progress, it may need re-evaluation. Identify relationships for reassessment. After reflecting on these aspects, identify relationships that may require reassessment. This doesn't necessarily mean ending these relationships but rather finding ways to address imbalances or misalignments. Open and honest communication can often resolve issues and realign relationships with your values and goals. Take action. Once you've identified the relationships that need attention, take actionable steps to nurture or adjust them. For supportive relationships, invest more time and effort to strengthen them. For those that are misaligned, consider setting boundaries or having candid conversations to address concerns. In some cases, it may be necessary to distance yourself from relationships that are consistently harmful or unsupportive. By evaluating your current relationships and ensuring they align with your values and goals, you create a network of intentional connections that support your journey towards a fulfilling and purposeful life. This reflection and adjustment process is a vital step in cultivating relationships that truly matter. Communication and boundaries, the cornerstones of intentional relationships. Effective communication and healthy boundaries are essential for building and maintaining intentional relationships. These two elements create a foundation of trust, respect, and mutual understanding, allowing relationships to thrive and align with your values. Effective communication skills. 1. Active listening. Active listening involves fully engaging with the other person, paying close attention to their words, tone, and body language. Show that you are listening by nodding, maintaining eye contact, and providing feedback. This practice ensures that the other person feels heard and valued. 2. Clear and honest expression. Communicate your thoughts and feelings clearly and honestly. Avoid vague language and be direct about your needs and expectations. Honesty fosters trust and helps prevent misunderstandings. 3. Empathy and understanding. Practice empathy by trying to understand the other person's perspective. Acknowledge their feelings and validate their experiences, even if you don't fully agree. Empathetic communication strengthens emotional bonds and builds deeper connections. 4. Nonverbal communication. Pay attention to nonverbal cues, such as facial expressions, gestures, and posture. Nonverbal communication can convey emotions and attitudes more effectively than words alone. Be mindful of your own nonverbal signals and ensure they match your verbal messages. 5. Constructive feedback. Provide feedback in a constructive and respectful manner. Focus on specific behaviors rather than personal attributes, and offer suggestions for improvement. Constructive feedback helps others grow and shows that you care about the relationship. Setting healthy boundaries. 1. Recognize your limits. Understand your personal limits and what you are comfortable with in a relationship. Recognizing your boundaries is the first step towards communicating them effectively. 2. Communicate boundaries clearly. Clearly articulate your boundaries to others. Explain why these boundaries are important to you and how they help maintain a healthy relationship. Use I statements to express your needs without placing blame on the other person. 3. Respect others' boundaries. Just as you set your own boundaries, respect the boundaries of others. Show understanding and support when someone communicates their limits. Mutual respect for boundaries strengthens trust and cooperation. 4. Be consistent. Consistency is key in maintaining boundaries. Uphold your boundaries even when it's challenging, and reinforce them as needed. Consistent boundaries help establish a predictable and respectful dynamic in the relationship. 5. Adjust as necessary. Relationships and circumstances evolve, so be open to adjusting your boundaries as needed. Regularly reassess your boundaries and communicate any changes to ensure they remain effective and relevant. By developing effective communication skills and setting healthy boundaries, you can foster intentional relationships that are supportive and aligned with your values. These practices create a safe and respectful environment where both parties can thrive, contributing to deeper, more meaningful connections. Investing in quality connections, depth over quantity. In an age where social connections are often measured by the number of friends or followers, prioritizing depth over quantity becomes essential for cultivating meaningful relationships. Building deep, meaningful connections requires time, effort, and a genuine commitment to understanding and supporting one another. Prioritize meaningful interactions. Focus on quality interactions rather than simply increasing the number of people you know. Engage in conversations that go beyond surface-level topics and explore each other's values, dreams, and challenges. These meaningful interactions foster deeper understanding and stronger emotional bonds. Be present and engaged. When spending time with someone, be fully present. Put away distractions like phones and laptops, and give the person your undivided attention. Active engagement shows that you value the relationship and are committed to building a meaningful connection. Share vulnerabilities. Meaningful connections are built on trust and authenticity. Sharing your vulnerabilities and being open about your fears, struggles, and dreams can create a stronger bond. When both parties are willing to be vulnerable, it fosters a deeper sense of trust and understanding. Support and encourage. Show genuine interest in the other person's life and be supportive of their goals and aspirations. Offer encouragement during challenging times and celebrate their successes. A supportive relationship is a cornerstone of a meaningful connection. Regularly nurture relationships. Invest time in nurturing your relationships regularly. Schedule regular catch-ups, whether in person or virtually, to stay connected. Small gestures like sending a thoughtful message or remembering important dates can make a significant difference in maintaining a strong bond. Be selective. It's important to recognize that you cannot form deep connections with everyone. Be selective about where you invest your time and energy. Focus on relationships that align with your values and contribute positively to your life. Cultivate empathy and compassion. Practicing empathy and compassion strengthens your ability to connect with others on a deeper level. Try to understand their perspectives and experiences, and respond with kindness and support. Empathy bridges gaps and enhances the quality of your relationships. Foster mutual growth. Seek relationships that encourage mutual growth and development. Engage in activities that both of you enjoy and that challenge you to learn and grow. A relationship that fosters growth is enriching and fulfilling for both parties. By investing in quality connections, you create a network of meaningful and supportive relationships that align with your values and goals. These deep connections provide emotional nourishment and contribute significantly to your overall well-being, making them far more valuable than a large number of superficial acquaintances. Conclusion: the power of intentional relationships. As we conclude this chapter on building intentional relationships, it's clear that cultivating meaningful, supportive connections is essential for a fulfilling life. By focusing on relationships that align with your values and goals, you create a network of support that enriches your personal growth and well-being. We began by evaluating current relationships to ensure they support and reflect your core values. This step is crucial for understanding which connections to nurture and which may need reassessment. Next, we discussed the importance of effective communication and healthy boundaries. These elements are the cornerstones of trust and respect, essential for maintaining intentional relationships. Finally, we emphasize the value of investing in quality connections. Deep, meaningful relationships provide emotional nourishment and lasting support, far outweighing the benefits of numerous superficial acquaintances. By prioritizing depth over quantity, you build a solid foundation for a supportive and enriching social environment. Intentional relationships are more than just connections, they are bonds that reflect your true self and contribute to a purposeful life. As you move forward, continue to apply these principles to build and maintain relationships that align with your values and support your journey. Conclusion: embracing an intentional life. As we conclude, live with intention, it's essential to reflect on the transformative journey we've undertaken. Embracing intentional living is not just a goal but a lifelong commitment that requires ongoing self-awareness, reflection, and adjustment. Throughout this book, we've explored various aspects of intentional living, from setting meaningful goals and cultivating supportive habits to building intentional relationships. Each step has been a building block towards creating a life that truly aligns with your values and aspirations. Living with intention means making conscious choices that resonate with your deepest values and contribute to your personal growth and fulfillment. It's about being present in each moment and ensuring that your actions reflect who you truly are and what you genuinely care about. This journey is continuous, requiring you to stay vigilant and adaptable as your values and circumstances evolve. Applying the principles of intentional living in all aspects of your life will lead to greater satisfaction and a deeper sense of purpose. By setting goals that are aligned with your values, cultivating habits that support your aspirations, and fostering relationships that nurture your soul, you create a life that is not only successful but also deeply fulfilling. Remember, the path to a fulfilling and meaningful life begins with a single intentional step. Each moment offers a new opportunity to make choices that reflect your true self and bring you closer to your goals. Embrace this journey with optimism and determination, knowing that every small step contributes to a larger, more intentional life.